Yo, what up? It's Benjamin D'Souza here, the Yaochuan Emperor, reporting live from Yurupa Valley, California. That's in San Bernardino County, California, which is the county east of Los Angeles. It's pretty cool out here, man. Got a lot of developments going on along Humner and I want to say Highway 60 or whatever. Mixture of residential developments and commercial developments. It's kind of busting out here, man, for real. And I like the vibes, man. I really do like the California vibes, man. Just certain states I roll through, I get a weird vibe. I don't like it, and in other states I just fucks with. Like when I go through Missouri, anywhere in Missouri, that shit feel like home to me. Arkansas the same way. You know, Kansas the same way. When I roll through them states, I feel like I'm home. Yes, Arkansas. Confederate flags and racism be damned. That's home, you feel me? And you know, other states when I roll through, I get a weird vibe, kind of like Michigan. I don't know what it is, but for some reason when I go through Michigan, it's something in the spirit. I don't know. No offense to anybody up there in Michigan. I don't know. It don't mesh well with me for some reason. But California though, I fucks with Cali. North Cali and SoCal. But anyway, what I want to touch on today is the basic rationalization of female behavior by these certain YouTube pundits and whatnot. And I've been hearing this, and it's not just one person, it's several people who said this. They'll say, well, you know, the reason XYZ is because, you know, the reason why you don't get XYZ behavior out of this woman is because you don't get the pussy wet. And I think that, here's the deal with that. Because that is such a basic ABC, just dense way of viewing something as complex as human dating and mating. It's either the person who is saying it is being dishonest and is trying to fool you into believing that something is there when it really isn't, or they're just too dumb to realize that the interpersonal relationships between men and women as human sentient beings are more complex than just some animalistic basic instinct such as fucking. You know what I mean? So it's either or. It's either or. It's either the person is being dishonest and is trying to do a sleight of hand with you, or the person's too dumb to know the difference. Either or. So for all you people out there talking about, man, you know, you gotta get the pussy wet. You got to get the pussy wet. That's how you sound when you say that. You got to get the pussy wet. That's how you sound when you say that shit, man. For real. You sound like one of those. No offense to anyone who may have one of those in their family. But anyway. Because like I've said in a prior video, man, look. Motherfuckers engage in sex for a myriad of reasons, you know. And like I said, sometimes a bitch will give you the works because she trying to blow your mind and work some sex magic on you to try to, you know, get you to think more with your dick. than to actually look at the whole situation between you and her logically. You get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I know me, for the most part, if I get with a bitch and I want to keep her, if I want to keep her around for any length of time, regardless of, you know, if she's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or a 10, regardless, I'm going to put my best dick forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to put it down in the bedroom, set up another time so we can do it again, and possibly parlay that into whatever long-term relationship I can. You know what I mean? That's regardless if she's a 6, that's alright, or if she's a 9, that's all that in a bag of chips. If I want to keep her around for whatever reason, you know, she could be a 6 with a decent body, but she like hella cool to be around, or she ain't got no kids, or for whatever reason. It's not necessarily that I'm just, oh my God, you know, I'm thrown in such a uncontrollable, lustful lather. I'm whipped in such a lustful lather that, you know, I gotta just do all this other shit. Nah, it's because I want to keep her around for whatever reason. And bitches do the same shit, man. Bitches do the same shit. They'll give you the full service. They'll give you the works if they want to keep you around for whatever reason. And they have many. They can put that shit on you to try to keep you around because they think you boyfriend material. Or they cool with the sex, but you know, they don't want a relationship, but they still want to, you know, keep you around. Or they can just put that on you one time, cut it off, string you along, have you doing a whole bunch of shit for them, and then they'll parse to put some pussy out to you later. Or what? For whatever reason. For whatever reason. They got 1,000 different reasons why they fuck, man. And another thing that I've been hearing is you know, it's if you're not jawline enough, if you don't make her tingle enough, that she'll eventually come to disdain you, and that shit'll blow up in your face. Listen, if a bitch want to make something as petty as you forgot to put the toilet seat back down, if she want to make that into a goddamn table, ladders, and chairs match, then that's a her problem. That's not a you problem. That's not a you problem. It's not that you're not select enough, that she's dealing with something. She's dealing with something. And it's not your problem. It's hers. You know, to put it on the guys. If you with a chick and you want to go off on her and make a table, ladders, and chairs match for something as petty as she made you a sandwich and she put mayonnaise on there and you don't want mayonnaise on it, then you need to get your shit straight. You don't need to be spewing your toxicity on somebody else. And she doesn't need to, and if she ain't right in the head, she don't need to be putting that shit on you. You know? Nigga, it's not that you ain't jawline enough. It's not that you not select enough. It's that bitch got problems. That bitch got problems. And I like how Obsidian put it when he said, man, do your part. Do your part. You handle your business. You treat her with decency. You put your best foot forward. I'm not saying simp or whatever, But you know, don't be a fucking piece of shit. I don't advocate that when you deal with women. I do advocate that you be stern and that she has to earn the right. And she has to, you know, earn a lot of shit with us. But, you know, I don't advocate being a Ike Turner type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? But do your part. Because I was talking to a buddy of mine, and it was a chick he was dealing with. And we're in our mid-30s, and this chick was like in her late 30s. And he was telling me like, man, she was pulling guns on me, talking about she gonna pull up. And this chick is a hood chick. And she was fighting with me. I had to call the police on her and all that. I said, nigga, that's a her problem. That is a her problem. I believe it was Nick Taylor that said it. He said, man, a lot of the times when these bitches will go off on you for something that really wasn't that serious, they're not going off on you. They're going off on that nigga that they dealt with. They're going off on that motherfucker they dealt with two niggas ago. You know what I'm saying? She's just using you as an avatar to take out her frustration and her anger on you for something that some other nigga did 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean? So fellas, if you doing what you gotta do, if you doing your part, and you dealing with a bitch, and she decides to be on your team and be with you, but then she start going sideways, nigga, it ain't because of you being select or your lack of selectness, nigga. That is a her problem. That bitch has some psychological issues and some emotional issues that she needs to work through. If you a five, listen, go for that 10. Go for that 10. Go for it. If you can get her, if you could get her on the bed and put her to the sword, nigga, knock her motherfucking socks off. If you can come back and fuck her again, you in there like swimwear, you feel me? And you just do your part from there. Now, if she decides to go left on you, that's her. Ain't nothing, charge it to the game, you feel me? Nino Brown, that bitch, cancel her and buy another one, you have me? But I'm hearing a lot of different people on YouTube try to equalize men and women in the same sense that in the same sense of dating and mating. And no, men and women aren't the same. We don't think the same. So our motives for doing certain things sexually aren't the same. You know, you may be just trying to fuck with a bitch because she got a fat ass and she look good. She trying to fuck with a nigga because she want a sizable portion of her goddamn bills taken care of, if not all of them. You know, she got entirely different fucking motives. And then when you throw in, she may be wanting to have a baby and she's feeling lonely, whatever. But just to boil the shit down to you don't get the pussy wet, that's why she's behaving badly and not doing X, Y, and Z. That's basic. That's basic and stupid, man. We're humans. We're a lot more complex than that. But anyway, man, that's all I got.